So we're asked to substitute u equals 2x to help us evaluate this integral. Because right now it's not as easy as it might seem. It's not just sine of x. Um, yeah, because of that 2 on the inside. If you take a derivative, the chain rule is going to mess things up. You might be able to figure it out on your own, but practice u substitution because there's some that you'll definitely won't be able to figure out through trial and error. So we're going to plug in u in the argument of cosine. But we can't say dx anymore, right? Because now we have a variable u. So we need to have du in there somehow. And we can get du from this fact by taking a derivative of both sides with respect to x. Okay, the derivative of 2x is 2. So we can't write du until we have a 2 in there. We can't just throw in du for any old reason. There has to be something equivalent so we can make a substitution. So we can put a 2 in there, but we need to balance it out by multiplying by 1/2. Now we have a 2. Now we can make the substitution. This is du cosine u, but the tradition is for du to go in the back, so let's just rewrite it one more time. Okay, and now we can take an antiderivative with respect to u. So with these u substitution problems, you can replace a complicated expression for x, but you have to have du in there somehow. So you also have to have in this case, we also had to have a 2 in there. So we did a little rewriting. Okay, now the antiderivative of cosine of x is sine of x. So the antiderivative of cosine u is sine of u. And remember where I'm getting this from? This is because of the derivative of sine would be cosine. And then it's an indefinite integral, so we're supposed to say plus some constant c. And some students would write 1/2 times constant c. But look, if you do 1/2 times any number you could ever think of, it's going to be some other number that you can think of. It's some arbitrary number, right? So you can distribute that 1/2 to everything, but when you multiply it to c, it's a little silly to say any old number times 1/2. We still don't know what that number is. It's still arbitrary, right? So we've got our antiderivative. But we're supposed to say our answer in terms of x. So your last step after you do the antiderivative is just to plug in your u substitution back in. So plug in 2x back in here. And there we go.